Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we're diving into the fascinating world of AI web designers. As technology continues to advance, artificial intelligence is revolutionizing various industries, and web design is no exception. Join us as we explore how AI is transforming the way websites are created, making the design process a lot more efficient, intuitive, and visually stunning as well. So let's jump right in and discover the incredible capabilities of AI web designers. So AI web design refers to the use of artificial intelligence technologies and algorithms to assist or promote the process of designing websites. It combines the capabilities of AI machine learning and data analysis to create visually appealing, user-friendly, and responsive websites. Some key aspects and benefits of AI web design include automated design generation. So AI algorithms can generate design layouts, color schemes, typography, and other visual elements based on predefined templates or user preferences. This automation helps in quickly creating design prototypes and saves times for web designers as well. AI-powered tools can create content for websites by analyzing existing text, images, and data. These tools can produce human-like copy, suggest relevant images, and even personalize content based on user behavior. AI can analyze user interactions, behavior patterns, and feedback to optimize website usability and enhance the overall user experience. It can make recommendations for improved navigation, layout adjustments, and personalized content delivery. AI algorithms can adapt website layouts and elements to ensure responsiveness across different devices and screen sizes. This dynamic adjustment helps in delivering consistent user performance on mobile, tablet, and desktop platforms as well. AI can analyze user data, including browsing platforms, preferences, and demographics, to provide valuable insights for web design optimization. It helps designers understand user needs and tailor websites accordingly. AI can also automate the testing process by simulating user interactions, detecting bugs, and ensuring website functionality across various scenarios. This reduces the time and effort required for manual testing as well. And lastly, there's always continuous improvement. So AI algorithms can learn from user feedback and behavior data to continuously refine and improve website designs. This iterative process helps in creating more personalized and engaging experiences over time as well. AI has numerous advantages, but it's also important to note that human creativity and expertise are still crucial in the design process. AI tools are meant to assist designers and provide them with intelligent insights, but the final creative decisions and human touch remain essential. Overall, AI web design empowers designers to streamline their workflow, leverage data insights, and create visually stunning and user-centric websites more efficiently. So now let's take a look at some of the popular AI web design platforms that are widely used in the industry. So Wix is a well-known web builder that offers AI technology called the Wix ADI, Artificial Design Intelligence. Wix ADI assists in creating personalized websites by asking a series of questions and generating a customized website based on the user responses. It also provides a traditional drag-and-drop editor for more advanced customization. So to get started, the first thing that you actually need to do is create a Wix account. So creating an account is free. All you need to do is go into the Wix website and click on Get Started. And just fill in your information. So either continue with email or you can continue with Google and just set up your username and password with Wix. So once you've created your account, you'll be taken to the My Sites dashboard, and essentially all the websites that you create you can find in this dashboard as well, and you can separate it into different folders and kind of organize it that way. So to get started, what you need to do is click on Create New Site on the top right over here and follow through the instructions. So the first thing that they'll ask you is what kind of website are you creating? So whether you want an online store, portfolio, blog, consultant kind of website. These are just examples, but then you can just sort of look for your business type, basically what kind of business that you want to have. You can be specific, so if it's a beauty care product shop, beauty supply store, you can be really specific and just say what kind of product, what kind of shop that you're creating, and then you want to give it a name of your site. And you can change the name of your site at any time. This is just so that this is mainly for SEO purposes, and just so you can recognize it within the dashboard. And then you want to talk about what you want to add to the site. So this is going back to Wix's features, functionality features. So things like an online store, a chat functionality, they all are part of Wix's functionality. So you can really customize your website to do certain things as well. It doesn't just have to be a simple kind of blog website or brochure build website. You can actually have like a store and forms, bookings, things like that to make your site a bit more usable and actually conduct some business on your site as well. So in this example, we'll just have the online store and we'll have some forms as well. Don't worry about not picking everything in the beginning. Maybe if in the beginning, if you want to just have like a blog, but later on you actually decide you want to start setting up an online store, you can always add these apps sort of later on as well. So later on, if you want to decide actually I want to add a blog, you can always add the blogs later as well. Same way if you decide to remove something. So if you add an online store now, but then later you realize it's too much work or you're not ready for it to actually start selling product content, you can also remove apps as well. So it's pretty flexible that way. And you just want to click next to move on. And then you want to start using the ADI. So you have two options. You can either choose from a template or you can actually use the ADI to get a custom built site within a few minutes as well. So we're going to go for the get a custom built site option. And the only thing we need to do now is go through each of the questions and let Wix know what kind of site we're making, how we want it to look and things like that. So the first thing that we're going to add is the logo and the email address, normal address, and any social media account links. So with the logo, you just click on the plus sign and it'll open up your file explorer on the computer. And then you just want to enter your email address and all the other kind of contact information as well, and any kind of social media links that you have. And you can add as many social links as you want, and you definitely want to add all the social links that you have. You just click on add social link and just paste in the social link. And again, you just want to add in all the addresses and any phone numbers that you might have as well. Next thing then is going to ask you to pick a theme that you like. So this is you want to look at the colors that they've used and you want to look at the font styling that they've used. What you want to do is pick the theme that you like most, or pick the theme that's closest to the theme that you want. What happens with Wix is that not everything is set in stone. So once you pick a theme, you can always change it afterwards. So for example, if you like this theme here, but you don't like the black that's being used, you can just select it for now, but then in the editor, you can always change the black that's used as well. It's just a starting off point for Wix to know what to use whenever it's building out your site. So you want to pick the theme that works best for your branding as much as possible, or the one that works exactly as possible as well. So you just want to select and then just click next. And then it'll show you 3 homepage designs, and you just want to click in, you want to go through each of them and you want to just select the design that you want, or the design that you like the most. Again, you can always customize these designs. This is just a starting off point for Wix to know what kind of design that you might like. And how you want your site to be laid out. So you've got 3 designs here, and what you can do is you can hover over each of them and then just scroll down and you can see what each of them look like as well. If there's certain sections that you really like, obviously you keep them, and if there's certain sections you want removed, you can remove them as well, and if there's more sections that you need to add, you just add them as well. So once you've selected once you've selected which one you like, you just click into it and you just click next and it'll start building out your site. You also need to select what other pages you'd like. So Wix will then show you what other pages that you can have. Again, if you don't see a specific page that you need, you can always add more pages as well. Again, this is just a starting off point so Wix knows what kind of site you're building and what kind of website you want to add to your site as well. So you can see add pages to your site, and they've got different kind of pages. So you want to add like an about page. If you're an online store, you definitely want to add like a products page, like in the main shop page, a contact us page so people can talk to you, a store policies page. This is really important if you have a shop, that you have a store policies page where you can say what your refund policy is, shipping policy, things like that. All of these can be added as well. Again, if there's pages here that you don't if there's pages here that you don't need to select them. And if there's pages that's missing, again, you can always add pages after the site's been built, and you can add as many pages as you want. This is just a starting off point, so they have like a nav bar built, and you have some pages built out for you as well. But once you're done, you just want to click on Edit Site, and you can see your site being built by Wix. So this is the final design. This is the final website. So you've got your homepage here, and this is exactly the homepage that we had selected in the beginning. And then you can see at the top, we've got all the pages added as well. We've got all the social media links set, and we've got all the shop functionality all there here as well. So at this point, there's different things you can do. Technically, all the content here and everything that's been added, you can use. So all these images, all the background images, the iconography, they're all things that are free to use, and essentially your site is ready to publish if you wanted to go publish with this now. But really what you want to do is fine-tune the design details. So if there's certain fonts that's being used that you don't like, if there's certain colors being used that you don't like, you want to change those. And then you want to go through every single page, every single section, and just change the content, update the imagery, update the content and things like that. So the way the editor works, so you have your actual page here. This is your website, but the back end, so this is how you would change everything. And then on the left here, you have the actual options. So you've got the option to add elements. So every single item on your page, so like the heading, every single button, those are known as elements. So you can add additional elements to your site. You can add additional sections to your site. And these are pre-built sections, so you don't need to worry about fully designing up a new section. You just click into section, and you can see all these pre-built sections that can be automatically added to your website as well. So you want to click into the section that you want to add and drag it onto the section, to the page, wherever you want it. At the top, you can see things like your nav bar. So this is essentially the domain where you can connect your domain. You can switch to mobile view. So if you click into this mobile toggle here, you can start editing your site in mobile and see what your site looks in mobile and make any edits that you need to here. So for example, the header is quite large. So what you want to do is just adjust the header here and just create a little bit shorter. It's important to note though, with the changes that you make on mobile won't affect the items that are in desktop as well. So me shortening the height of that isn't shortening the height of that on desktop. It only shortens the height on mobile. Also along the top, you have the pages, so you can switch between different pages this way. If you just click on the drop down and you just click into each page, you can just go in and look at the page that you have and make the edits if you need to. And then you've got the edit, undo and redo buttons at the top, and then you've also got the tools as well, so you can click on the tools that you want when you're editing. So you have the grid lines and you have snap to objects, so if you can get rid of these as well, and you can also add rulers if you wanted, and you can add different layers as well. You can also decide if you want to zoom in or zoom out the view, but it's up to you how you want to do that. So the first thing that we want to do is show you how to edit the theme, so the colors and the fonts that's being used. So if you go on the left here and you're looking for site design, you are looking for site theme here, you want to click on customize, and it's split between colors and text. So this is essentially the colors and text that are being used across your site. So as you mentioned, every single section and every single thing on your site is known as an element, and every element that's on your site follows a style rule. So for example, every heading type, so this is the heading 1, the beauty store at your service, that's a heading 1, and all the heading 1s follow a specific style rule. All the heading 2 follows a specific style rule. All the heading 3s follow a specific style rule. So it's up to you how you want to decide how you want those styled. It just means then there's consistency whenever you're adding different paragraphs and you're adding different headings. All the same heading types look the same, and it just makes your website design a little bit more consistent. There's lots of color theme presets available for you to apply to your site, so you can do your own customizations, or you can just pick a preset that's in here. All of these themes have been carefully created with complementary colors that cover a range of different styles. They have like sleek and sophisticated pastels, and they have like bold and bright palettes as well. So you want to browse through the presets and choose the perfect option for your brand. Or you can also customize the colors as well. So to choose and customize the color theme, you want to go into the color theme here, and you essentially just want to customize each of the color types. So as well as appearing on the color picker, your theme colors are used across your site in different ways. So you have color 1, and color 1 is used as background and text. So color 1 is used for background and text across your site, and if you've added the Wix apps like the Wix stores, the Wix blogs, if you add those onto your site, those pages use the same background and text colors as well. In most cases, you'll see that the brightest tint, so tint 1, which is over here, is used for the background, whereas the darkest tint, so this is tint 2, is for text. So we recommend creating sort of like a high contrast pairing so that the information on your site is easy to read and kind of stands out. Then you have color 2, and this is your action color. So you drive visitors to make the choices you want by selecting an action color that kind of stands out. And this color is used for actionable elements like links, buttons, any kind of menu elements. It also appears in themed elements like buttons and boxes, as well as pages related to Wix apps like the Wix stores or Wix blogs or the forums, things like that. The tint in the middle is the one that's used most frequently, so you want to choose something that contrasts with your background. That way the most important elements in your site are accessible and they're noticeable as well. Then you have colors 3, 4, 5, and these are additional colors. So choose 3 colors that complete your kind of color scheme. They are displayed in various areas on your site, so they should match and complement the colors that you've selected as well. Then if you go back, you have the text theme, and it's the same kind of theme as your site theme. So each of your elements, your heading 1 all the way down to your paragraph 3s, they all follow a style rule. So when you add a heading 1 to your website, this is the style rule that they follow. When you add a heading 4, this is the style rule they follow. So if you're not a fan of, like, for example, the font styling, all you need to do is just click into each of these and just change the font style to whatever it is that you want to change it to. And then that will essentially apply across to your entire site. As you are changing, you want to make sure that you go through each of the pages and make sure everything looks good. So you can just change the sizing, change the layout of things, and then just drag and drop everything to where you want it. But yeah, the theme makes it really easy for you to customize every single part of your website without doing everything one by one. It kind of takes every part of your website and applies all the style rules. So now what you want to do is actually start editing your site to how you want it. So as I mentioned before, everything about Wix is drag and drop. So for example, if I wanted to add, say, a paragraph, so if we remove this, for example, if I wanted to add a paragraph here to add more content, what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to do is widen this section a little bit to make some space. So I'm going to click on this drag drop here, and you want to just click on this section, and then you want to widen this section as well, and you just want to make some space essentially. And now I'm going to drag on an element. So I'm going to add on a paragraph element. So I'm going to go into add elements, and then I'm going to go into paragraph, and I'm going to look for one of the paragraphs that I have, and we're going to click and just drag that to where I want it. And then just widen the box a little bit so there's space. And then you've got the content here. If you click on edit text, you can then change the alignment if you wanted to. You want to avoid changing the theme so much because As I mentioned before, if you add one of the theme styles, if you add the paragraph 1, if you change it to a paragraph 1 text, it's going to use paragraph 1 theme, so you don't need to change the styling so much. Maybe you might need to change the alignment, but I wouldn't change so much like the fonts or the font size. And then you can also, within that, you can type in the actual text that you want to add as well. So there's no coding required in order to add that paragraph. I just needed to look for the paragraph, make some space for it, and then drag it onto the page as well. As I scroll down, I can do the same for all of these sections. So I can, if I wanted to add, for example, a title here, what I'm going to do is, again, just widen the section that this product row is in. Click and drag that down a little bit, and then I'm going to add a title. So I'm going to go back into Elements, and I'm going to go into Text, and I'm looking for the titles text, theme text here, and I'm going to add one of the headings. And I'm going to click and drag that onto the section, and with the guidelines I can sort of place it in the middle. You can see as I'm dragging it around, so this is now in the middle of the page, and then I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to click on Edit Text, and I'm going to type in the title I want for this section. So I'm going to call it Bestsellers, and I'm going to make sure that the products here are the best-selling products. And again, I'm just going to make sure that's all centered, and just make sure it's all spaced out nicely. And yeah, so you've got the intro here, then you've got a little bit of the title and some products here. And you just want to keep doing that for every single section. If there's sections here that's missing some content, then you want to add that content. If there's sections that doesn't look great, that you want to change it, you can do that as well. And you just want to go through each of them and just make sure that it looks exactly how you want it to look as well. And as you're adding things, you want to also make sure that when you switch to mobile, it still looks good on mobile. So things like the section here, so obviously this section is, with the paragraph, it's a bit too high, so I'm going to click into that little paragraph, and I'm going to click in and just make sure that it's scrolled down a little bit. And just make sure it's all aligned perfectly. And I want to scroll down and just keep checking it on mobile as you're adding more and more things. Once you're happy with things, what you want to do is click on Save to save your progress. Wix does autosave, but you also want to make sure you keep saving yourself so that it's definitely saved. It might not autosave every single point, but it usually does autosave so that after every time you make a change. Other things you can do, for example, I want to increase the width of that so you can see the pages more, and you can also change the styling of these as well. So if you click on the nav bar, click on Customize Design, and you want to just give it some styling issues as well. When it comes to the nav bar, you don't want anything too busy, and you want to make sure everything is sort of aligned okay, and that people can see like the text, they can see your logo, they can see all the information there as well. So as I mentioned before, if you wanted to switch pages, what you want to do is go into the page here, and you want to just select the page that you want to edit. And you can see now I've switched to the About Us page, and we've got the About Us page content. What you can do, if you realize actually you want to add more sections to this, you want to click on the Add section here, and it's going to show you all of the pre-designed sections that you have, and it's split into categories. So there are sections that help you sort of, you as an About section, there's a Team section, so then you can just go through and just click in. For example, if you want to add a Meet the Team section, there's already a design for that. There's 3 designs that you can choose from. You can add like a contact section, and it'll show you the designs for a bunch of different contact sections, and these are all pre-built, they're mobile ready, and it just means then you don't need to spend time creating a new design section. You can just use one that's already built, and then using your branding as well. So for example, if we go with this one for the Meet the Team section, we can just click into that, and it'll add itself to wherever it is that we want to add it to. And what we're going to do is change going to update this section here as well. Again, it's really important to note that you're when it comes to building your site, you want to make sure it's optimized for SEO as much as possible. That includes making sure that every single page has a heading 1 tag and only one heading 1 tag. You don't want more than one, and you don't want any heading 1 tags as well. You need to make sure that there's only one heading 1 tag. But you can see we've added this section, and all we need to do now is update the images and update the text. So for example, if you want to know how to update any kind of section, what you need to do is click into the section, and you're looking for something like edit section, or in this case it's manage items. So everything in here is like an item, and if you click on that, you can click on each of the items and drag them around if you needed to, and then you need to click on each individual element if you want to edit the text, if you want to edit, for example, this image, and things like that. So for example, if you wanted to edit an image, we just want to click into the image here. You're looking for the image to be selected, and it comes up image here, and then you want to click on change image to actually change the image to the one that you want. Once you click on that, it'll open the Wix media library, and from here you can choose images that you've already uploaded. You can upload your own media if you click on upload media, and it'll open up your file explorer on the computer. And then once you're done, you just select the image that you want. As I mentioned before, Wix does have their own media library of image galleries that you can use, and all of these images are free to use. So you're looking for media from Wix, and these are essentially stock images, placeholder images that you can use to update your website. And these, again, so they're copyright free. You don't need to give any credit. You don't need to buy anything. You just look for the image that you want. You can search for it specifically, or you can use from the homepage here, and you just want to click on choose image, and then that's it. That's an image that you use from media from Wix, and you don't need to tag them or anything like that. You can just use the images as needed, and then you can just click into each element and just change like the content, change the links, things like that. It's all kind of done and dusted for you. And then once you're done, you just want to click on save. Again, if you wanted to switch pages, you just want to click on the page switcher and then just switch the page as you need. And what you can also do is add pages. So for example, you have all these pages that we selected from the ADI builder questions, but if you wanted to add another page, say for like our history page or any other kind of page really, what you want to do is click on manage pages, and you're looking for add page. And what you can do is you can add a completely blank page, or you can go through some of the page templates and you can basically just pick from one of the page templates, so you're not just building a whole new page from scratch. And then all you need to do is just select the page that it is that you want to add and just like the look of the most, and then you can just change the layout of it as well. So for example, if we go with this one, you'll use click add page, and you can see it's added its page here. You want to make sure that you give it a name, and then you can just click here and do name, and then you can see it's being added to the nav bar. You can always change the placement of it by clicking into sites and pages and just changing the order around, but essentially it gets automatically added. And then all you need to do in this section now is just change all the content, add images, add videos, things like that. So it's very kind of user friendly and all of that as well. So site editing is made really easy with Wix. Again, it's back to that drag and drop section and already pre-built designs for you. So there's nothing really that you're designing from scratch, but it's still customizable. You can still use your own fonts, themes, your own pictures, things like that. When it comes to things like editing the products and any blogs, that's usually done on the dashboard. So if you go back to the Wix site dashboard, you'll see some other tabs, for example, for products lined up on the left. So you can see on the left you've got your store products, And the really good thing about Wix is that when it comes to their store products, you only need to set it up in the back end. You don't then need to go in the front end and set it up there. You just need to add all your products, whether they're physical products or digital products, variable products or whatever it is. Add all of the details like the name, description, the price, any images, all of that gets filled in on the back end just over here. And it's all very kind of laid out for you as well, so very kind of laid out with the text, so you know exactly what you're filling in and things like that. And then once you click save and you publish the event, or then you publish the product, it's already added to you on the front end, so you don't need to actually edit the front end of the site as well. You can just have the front end of the site ready to go with all your content and just add all the products, add all your blogs on the back end as well. So as mentioned before, Wix is mostly free. So Wix, the actual builder is free to use, adding in all the platforms, adding in all the apps, they're free to use as well. Payment usually starts to come in when it comes to actually publishing your site and putting it live. So right now the site is just saved, it's not live yet. If we click on this publish button, your site will then go live, and by that it means users can see it with a link and Google can start indexing your site as well. So if we click publish, it'll start saving all your changes and it'll start putting it live, and you'll get this message here that says, congratulations, your site is published and live online. As mentioned before, Wix does have a completely free option. With the free option, you can host your site, you can have your site, you can design your site exactly how you want it with all the images, add all the products and things like that. They have paid versions of their plans and they have the free versions of their plans. Next up, we have Adobe Sensei. Adobe Sensei is Adobe's AI framework that is integrated into various design tools, including Adobe XD and Adobe Experience Manager. It provides AI-powered features for automating repetitive tasks, generating design and recommendations, and enhancing the whole design process as well. Adobe Sensei offers a range of AI features and capabilities to enhance the web design process. Some key features include automated tasks. So Adobe Sensei automates repetitive and time-consuming tasks in the web design workflow, and it can intelligently analyze and tag images and generate alt text for accessibility and automate range image sizes for optimization as well. Sensei-powered tools like Adobe Photoshop have advanced object removal capabilities, and it can intelligently remove unwanted objects from images and seamlessly fill the background with suitable content. Adobe Sensei incorporates AI algorithms for font matching, and it can analyze and identify similar fonts to match a specific typeface or suggest alternatives based on a given design. Sensei also enables intelligent image search within Adobe Stock, allowing designers to find visually similar images based on a given image, and it saves time in this process and assists in finding suitable visuals for web design as well. Adobe Sensei's AI capabilities are continually evolving and being integrated into various Adobe products, providing designers with powerful tools to streamline their workflows and make data-driven decisions as well, and create visually stunning and user-friendly web designs. It's important to note that the specific features and functionality of Adobe Sensei may vary across Adobe applications, so you want to explore the documentation and resources provided by Adobe for each product, and that will give you a deeper understanding on how to leverage Sensei in your AI web design projects. Next up is Jimdo, and Jimdo is a really popular website builder that uses AI to generate websites quickly. It offers an AI-powered tool called Jimdo Dolphin, which creates websites based on information provided by the user. Jimdo Dolphin also provides the option for manual customization using a drag-and-drop editor. So to get started, what you want to do is go onto the Jimdo website, and we can click on the link in the bio as well if you're wanting to get started. And you want to sign up for our account, so you want to look for the Start Free button or Get Started button as well to create a new account. So signing up is free. You can either sign up with Google, Facebook, Apple, or just your email. So there are two options when you get started. Jimdo will ask you which way you want to create your website. You can either use one of the professional templates that they have that are also mobile responsive, or if you do have some background in some coding knowledge as well, then you can also use the editor as well. In today's example, we are going to use the website builder, but you want to choose the option that best suits your needs, basically. So similar to Wix, what Jimdo will do now is ask you questions about the type of website you want to create. That way, when you're first setting up, Jimdo will set up it with the features and offer you templates to match your needs as well. So it's really important that you answer these questions. You can skip the questions, but it just makes cuts down a lot of time in terms of choosing a template and also some of the features as well. So you can decide who you're creating a website for. So if it's for yourself or for a team or a business with more than one person, it's up to you. And what's this website for? Is it for a hobby? Is it to promote a business? Things like that. In this example, we use my new business. And you want to just give it the name of your business as well. What Jimdo will try to do now is try and look on Google to see if there is a business in your name as well. So if it's not here, you can just continue without, but you can also go through each of the options that they have and just collect that. The purpose of this is that if there's any information on there, like contact information, it'll already automatically bring that over to your site and save time on editing that yourself. And then it'll ask you what category your business is in, and it will be useful so that they can recommend the right tools and services for your business. And you want to say what the goals of your website are. You can choose up to 3, whether that's to showcase your work, announce an event, promote a physical business, get customers to contact me. Again, this is just to let Jimdo know exactly what features it should add in the beginning. And you can decide if you want to add your own photos from Facebook or Instagram. And you want to actually tell Jimdo what the theme of your website covers so that they can provide the images and text and structure to kind of match that. And now it's going to ask what your style is, and it's basically just so it knows what kind of look that you would like for your website so that they can design your website to match. And then it'll ask you what colors you like best. And you can choose up to 3 pages for what pages your website need. You can always add pages later on. You can also remove pages later on. It's just in the initial build, it'll add some pages for you. So now I'll give you the options of 2 templates, and what you want to do is just pick one that you want to start working on. Again, you can change all of the suggestions that are made here. It's just the sort of starting off point as well. You can also choose to skip this step as well. Next thing that it'll ask you is if you want to buy a domain if you don't already have one. So this will be needed a lot later whenever you first publish your site, but you can, if you plan on hosting your site on Jimdo as well, then it makes more sense to kind of buy the domain through Jimdo as well if you haven't got a domain yet. For now, we'll just use a free Jimdo subdomain, and then we'll add our domain later. And that's it. Jimdo is now going to start building your website, and we can start customizing it on later on. So as you can see from the beginning, the process is very similar to Wix, where Wix will also ask you step by step what kind of website you're creating. It's also the same for Squarespace and some of the other website builders we've seen. So it makes it kind of easier in the beginning because it'll give you a template that is close to what you want anyway. But then the good thing about all of them is that afterwards you can change things like the style, you can change the layout, you can change the pages it's used as well. But this is your website, and you can see this is what the website looks like on the editor. You have the front end, and then you've got the different sections here. It's laid out very similar to Squarespace, where you have the edit website, you've got design, pages, domains separated here, and then to edit the actual website you can just click into each of the sections as well. So let's get started. The first thing that we might want to do when you first get this website is to change the actual color palettes and fonts that's being used. So what you want to do is go into the design section, and you can either edit the color palette, or you can edit the font set, or you can edit some of the animations being used with the buttons. If we click on edit color palette, you can see this is the color palette it's being using, and you can create a color palette from the image, or you can use existing color palettes that they've been given. I'm actually happy with the color palette used, but I'm going to change the font set as well. So if you click on edit font set, it'll give you some recommendations for font pairings basically. So you can look at each of them as a preview and see which one that you like. So for example, if we click on this one here, you can see this site changing with that font set. And you just want to go through each of them and just make sure that the one that you're picking fits your brand, fits your logo, and just fits all of your kind of the theme that you're overall wanting to convey. And then once you're finished, you can click on done. You can also change the font size to small, medium, or large. I think normal is a good size because it's not too small, not too big as well. I just want to click on done, and we've got the theme changed as well. The other thing that you might want to do is maybe change the pages. So if you remember, we added the contact my services and about me, and maybe you want to change the order. So we go into pages and we can change the order of the pages being used as well. And then we can change the actual content as well. So this says about me. What we're going to do is we're going to just change my services to say FAQs. And then that changes in the header as well. And then if you wanted to remove some pages, you just click on the right hand side of the page and just click on delete. And then if you want to add new pages, you want to click on add new page, and then you can add different types of pages. You can also add a blank page, or you can just add a page that they suggested as well. It's really important to note that the free plan initially with Jimdo allows you to have up to 5 pages, so you can't have any more than that. In order to have more pages, you need to upgrade. But we can talk a little bit more about the pricing plans as well. They also have system pages, so these are essentially the legal pages like privacy policy, cookie settings, and cookie banner. And what's really cool about Jimdo is that they have a legal text generator. So if you don't have a privacy policy already in place and you're struggling to write one, Jimdo will do that for you through one of their updated plans. And once you're done with that, you just want to click on done. And now you can go into settings. And if you wanted to change the website language, you can just change it here as well. And then we can go back to edit website. So once you have the theme of your website set up and you have the pages set up, the only thing left to do now is to actually just change the website content. So the first thing that you might want to do is, you see this heading here, you might want to change the design of this. Essentially they call it block. It's this section here, and if you click on the section and then you click on edit block, you can see that you have different layouts for the navigation. It's using this one for now, but maybe you might want to do this one where it has the logo on the left and text on the right as well, and you can decide what background color you want to give it, or if you want it to be a transparent navigation as well, and this will make the navigation just stick to the screen as well. You can also add a favicon. Again, it's a premium feature, but you can add your logo essentially up here. And then you just want to go through the page, each of the sections, and just make sure that it looks exactly how you want it. So right now we have the slider. If I wanted to change, for example, the text here, I can just click into the text and then just type directly what text I want to change. I can click into the next slide and then again do the same thing as well. And it's up to me if I want to keep both the slides or not. So if I only want to keep those 2 slides, and you can see it's really easy to change as well. What's also really cool is each of them basically I can add a block. So if I click on this section here, I can click on block design, and you can see it'll change the design of the block. When they say block, they're really referring to the section. that's referred to in like Wix or Squarespace. But essentially you can change the layout of each of the sections that are here. And you can change the overall color layout as well. So this is black. I want to change it to maybe this cream color, and just make it a little bit easier on the eyes to see as well. I just want to click done. And then you have some sections here. If you wanted to add a new section, you just want to click on add block beneath the section that you want to add it to. And you can add different sections that have already been pre-designed for you. So there's cover sections, there's about sections, there's text sections as well, if you just want to add simple text, but there's different text layouts, image sections, just a lot of sections basically that you can add more content to. So we have this about section here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this photo gallery. And I'm going to add a contact section. So if I click on add block, I'm going to look for contact. And you can see there's a simple contact section here. I might change the color of it. Maybe to this purple. So I'll click on add this block. So you can see I've got a contact form with the name, with the form sections here. And I can change things like the title and things like that as well. If I want to change something on another page, what I'm going to do is click into the page, and I'm going to click into the different pages as well. So if I click on About Me, for example, so you can see this is the About Me page. I'm going to click on Add Block. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I like the look of, something like this maybe, or something like this, where it has some of the images a bit more focused in the middle, and a bit more text as well. So I'm going to take this block and I'm going to make sure it's selected and just click on delete and just bring this up a little bit. Next thing I can change is the footer design, and there's about 3 designs that you can choose, but you can also change the color for all of them as well. And you just want to pick something that kind of works with your theme as well. So I'm going to match it to the header. And then if we go to the contact page again, so we have the contact section here, and we can decide if we want to add blocks, remove blocks, change sections, and things like that. If you wanted to update an image, for example, so for example this image here, what I'm going to do is click into the image, and I'm going to click on choose image in the image toolbar, and you can decide if you want to use an image. So these are saved images from the theme, but you can also decide if you want to use one of the free high resolution photos, and these are photos basically from Unsplash that are free to use. They don't need to be credited or anything. You can just use them for your website here, or you can use new images either from Facebook, Instagram, or from this device. So it'll allow you to upload photos directly from your computer into the website as well. So it's up to you how you want to do that. And then once you select the image, you just want to click on the image and click on insert. And that's it as well. Once you're done, what you can do is click on publish to start publishing your site. What you want to do before that though is you want to go onto the search engines as well. And this will basically turn on the SEO settings again. So this is something that you will need to upgrade for, but Jimdo does offer the built-in SEO settings similar to how Wix does to help optimize your website for better SEO. They have the key aspects of their SEO settings are page titles and descriptions. So you can customize the page titles and descriptions for each of your websites. The URL structure as well can be customizable. They have options to set header tags, image optimization as well, mobile optimization, sitemap, social media integration as well. So Jimdo does provide these SEO settings, but it's also really essential to focus on creating high quality content, using relevant keywords naturally, and providing a great user experience. These factors, in addition to proper SEO settings, can contribute to better search SEO rankings and can increase organic traffic to your Jimdo website. But once you're happy with everything and the site is at a place where you're happy to publish it, what you want to do is click on publish. And you have two options. So we started off with the free subdomain. So this is our subdomain here, healthyminds.gymdosite.com. So the website is live under this domain, but in order to provide good user experience and SEO as well, you want to make sure that you're using a custom domain. We have more videos about custom domain names in our YouTube channel as well. But basically, Gymdo do give you the option to buy a domain through them if you don't already have one. Gymdo also offer hosting services as well as part of its website builder platform. So when you create a website with Gymdo, your site is hosted on their servers, which means they store your website files. So it's up to you if you want to either get your domain with Gymdo if you don't already have one, or if you do have one, then you can always point it towards your Gymdo domain. But essentially what you want to do is just look for a domain that you like the look of, and then just buy it through Gymdo. And these are some of the Gymdo plans. So it's split between website and online store. So if you do have an online store set up on your Gymdo website, you need to use one of the online store plans, which start a little bit more expensive than the website plans. But if you have a basic portfolio website, blog website, then you want to just stick to the website plans. So it starts at as little as £9 a month and goes way up to £39 a month. But there's basically different pricing plans to cater for various needs and budgets. So there is the free version that allows you to create a basic website for free, but it does come with a lot of limitations, as we've seen. Mainly the Gymdo subdomain, the branding that's being displayed on your website, but also the limitations on how many pages that you can have. So there are some storage limitations. The Gymdo Start plan is one of the cheapest plans, and it's the entry-level paid plan, and it offers additional features, removes the limitations of the free plan, and also includes a domain as well for the first year, and more storage space and the ability to connect a custom domain. So it's a good option for personal websites and small projects, and also it's really good that if you don't have a domain, because you can get a domain free for 1 year if you were to buy it through Gymdo as well. The next one then is the Grow plan, and this has everything the Start plan has, but then also activates the SEO settings that you have, and you can also have viewer statistics and personalized support within 4 hours as well. The Grow Legal plan is suitable for growing businesses and offers more advanced features. It includes all the features of the Start plan and the Grow plan, along with the customized legalized text that we talked about for the privacy policy pages, and any updates about legal changes as well. And then you have the Unlimited, and this basically has everything that the other plans have, including unlimited storage. They also have professional design analysis, and you also get premium support within 1 hour as well. It's great towards businesses and organizations that require a lot more resources and advanced features. It includes all the features of the Grow plan, but with unlimited storage, additional e-commerce features, and email marketing capabilities, as well as the enhanced SEO options. It's worth noting though that Gymdo does occasionally offer discounts and promotions, so it's a good idea to check the website for any current deals. But additionally, Gymdo also offers the e-commerce specific plans, and these plans are designed for online stores and provide advanced e-commerce features such as inventory management, order tracking, flexible payment options, and a lot more. So now let's talk about some of the benefits of using AI for web design. The main one being time and cost savings. So AI-powered tools automate various tasks in the web design process, and that reduces the time and effort that's required during the web design stage. Designers can leverage AI algorithms to generate design layouts, suggest color schemes, and automate repetitive tasks like resizing images or adding alt text. This streamlines the design workflow and allows designers to focus on more creative aspects, saving both time and cost. AI can also assist designers in generating design ideas and providing intelligent recommendations. It analyzes user preference, design trends, and data to suggest layout options, as well as typography choices and color palettes. This can accelerate the design process, making it more efficient and enabling designers to create visually and appealing websites for users, and just making it more efficient as well. AI algorithms can analyze user data and behavior to create personalized experiences on websites. By understanding user preferences, AI can dynamically adjust content and also recommend products or services, and also optimize user interfaces to enhance user experience. This leads to more engaging and relevant interactions, ultimately improving user satisfaction and conversion rates. AI-powered analytics tools can provide designers with valuable insights about user behavior, interactions, and preferences. Designers can analyze this data to make informed decisions and optimize websites for better performance. AI algorithms can perform A/B testing and analyze user feedback to improve design elements and optimize conversions. AI can automatically adapt website layouts, images, and content to ensure responsiveness across different devices and screen sizes. This ensures that the website displays correctly and provides a consistent user experience regardless of the device being used. AI algorithms can identify the best layout and content adjustments for each screen size, saving designers the effort of manually optimizing designs for different devices. AI can automate repetitive and mundane tasks in web design, like resizing images, optimizing code, and this frees up designers' time, allowing them to focus on more strategic and creative aspects of the design process. There's also improved collaborations, as a lot of AI design tools have collaboration features that enable designers to work together more efficiently. They can collaborate in real time, share designs, and provide feedback, facilitating smoother collaboration among team members. While there are numerous benefits to using AI for web design, it's important to consider some potential drawbacks as well, and here are just a few. First one being lack of creativity and originality. AI algorithms, despite the capabilities, may still struggle to match the creativity and originality of human designers. AI-generated design may lack the unique artistic vision and innovative ideas that humans bring to the table. AI algorithms may also struggle to fully understand the context and the intent for some of design requirements as well. They may not grasp the subtle nuances and cultural references that human designers can incorporate into their work. AI-powered web design tools often rely on predefined templates and patterns, and while these templates provide a starting point, they may result in websites that look generic or similar to other websites that use the same templates. This can hinder brand differentiation and originality. AI may struggle with complex design challenges that require subjective decision-making, context-sensitive adjustments, or a deep understanding of user behavior. Human designs excel in tackling these complexities, leveraging their expertise and intuition to create effective design solutions as well. AI algorithms can inadvertently inherit biases from the data they are trained on, and this can result in unintended biases in design recommendations or content generation. It's crucial to be mindful of these biases and carefully review and correct any potential ethical issues. Training AI algorithms to be effective in web design requires substantial amounts of data and computational resources. This initial training and ongoing updates to algorithms may demand significant investment and technical expertise. While AI tools can automate certain tasks, they may limit the level of human interaction and collaboration that is inherent in the design process. The iterative feedback loop and collaboration among designers may be impacted when relying heavily on AI-generated designs as well. It's important to strike a balance between utilizing AI-powered tools and leveraging human creativity, expertise, and critical thinking in web design. AI should be seen as a supportive tool rather than complete replacement for human designers, allowing them to focus on high-level creativity, strategy, and the ability to deliver unique and tailor-designed experiences as well. And that's a wrap for today's video on AI web designers. I hope you enjoyed exploring the power of artificial intelligence in the realm of web design. With AI algorithms, machine learning, and automated design tools, the possibilities for creating captivating websites are truly endless. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more exciting content, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and also let us know what AI designers you think you like the best. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.